People have started saying that Claressa Shields is finished. Not just that she had a bad night in the ring, not that she lost a close decision. They're saying her entire career is sliding downhill. The word finished sounds final, like a door slamming shut. But what are they really reacting to? Claressa Shields is not some random fighter who had one lucky moment. She is a two-time Olympic gold medalist. She has won world titles in multiple weight classes. She built her brand on dominance, confidence, and grit. She proudly calls herself the GWOT, the greatest woman of all time, and she has the resume to argue that point. So when people say she has lost it, they are not really questioning her skills. They are reacting to everything happening outside the ropes. What started as simple trash talk has turned into something bigger. It feels louder, more personal, more emotional, and to many viewers, it looks messy. This is not just about boxing promotion anymore. It feels like we are watching someone under pressure, trying to hold together a public image while everything around her spins out of control. Let's walk through it step by step. The I found God phase. A few months ago, Claressa began posting about faith. She talked about finding God. She shared messages about growth, change, and walking in the light. Her tone sounded softer, more reflective, less combative. For a moment, people believed she was entering a new chapter. Maybe she was maturing. Maybe she was calming down. Maybe she was shifting from constant confrontation to something more peaceful. Fans actually supported that direction. It felt positive. Then came the clash with Laila Ali. Laila is not just any former fighter. She is the daughter of Muhammad Ali. She retired undefeated. She represents legacy and respect. For years, Claressa has openly wanted validation from her. She wanted acknowledgement from that era. When tension resurfaced between them online, many expected a strategic response. Instead, Claressa reacted emotionally. She attacked Laila's age. She used harsh words. The calm, spiritual tone disappeared almost overnight. That contradiction stood out. You cannot preach peace one week and drag a respected legend the next without people questioning your consistency. The internet does not forget. Screenshots live forever. That moment felt like the first crack in the new image she was building. The baby bottle press conference. Then came the press conference before her fight with Frank Han Cruz Dezern. In front of cameras and reporters, Claressa pulled out a baby bottle and aimed it at her opponent. The message was obvious. She was calling Frank Han a baby. Maybe it sounded funny in her head. Maybe she thought it would go viral as a bold, entertaining stunt. It did go viral, but not in the way she expected. For, instead of being praised, the clip spread with people calling it corny, childish, and forced. The internet was not laughing with her. They were laughing at her. What made it worse was Franchan's reaction. She stayed composed. She did not shout back. She did not escalate. She later appeared on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp looking calm, focused, and ready. That contrast created a shift. When one fighter looks polished and the other looks frantic, perception changes fast. Trash talk only works when both sides engage. When one side refuses to play along, the other can look desperate. And that word, desperate, started following Claressa everywhere online. The Papoose and Remy Ma situation. Now we get to the part that really pushed everything into chaos. Claressa has publicly claimed a relationship with Papoose. The complication? He has long been married to Remy Ma. There have been rumors about separation, but there has not been a widely confirmed divorce announcement. That gray area makes everything more complicated. Claressa has not hidden the relationship. She posts pictures. She praises him. She shows him off proudly. But the internet always remembers context. Soon, side-by-side comparisons began circulating. People pointed out similarities in fashion choices. Pink fur coats, layered jewelry, glamorous poses, even similar captions. 4. Some fans called it coincidence. Others accused her of copying Remy Ma's style. Claressa denied it. She said she is from Michigan and has always worn furs because of cold weather. She insisted she was not imitating anyone. But critics dug up older photos. They claimed her glamorous wife aesthetic only appeared after her relationship became public. Fair or not, the narrative took off. Some commentators even used the term mirror mimicry, describing a psychological pattern where someone copies another person's look or behavior because they want to replace them. That theory might be extreme, but once social media grabs onto an idea, it spreads quickly. The silence of Papoose. Another layer of drama involves Papoose himself. At public events, he often appears quiet, sometimes wearing sunglasses indoors. That small detail became fuel for speculation. TikTok body language analysts began dissecting his posture and expressions. Some believe he looks uncomfortable during certain public moments. Others think he is simply private and reserved. What stands out most is his silence. He has not publicly clarified divorce details in a way that settles the debate. He has not loudly defended Claressa against critics. He has not fully explained the timeline. Silence creates space for imagination. When Claressa speaks passionately about the relationship and he remains mostly quiet, people interpret that contrast in different ways. Some see him as protecting privacy. Others see him as avoiding accountability. In messy situations, silence can be louder than any statement. Pressure behind the image. Strip away the gossip for a moment. Claressa carries enormous pressure. Calling yourself the GWOAT invites constant scrutiny. When you claim greatness, every move is examined. At the same time, critics often question her knockout power and mainstream appeal. Boxing is not only about skill. It is also about ticket sales and pay-per-view numbers. If fans are not buying tickets in large numbers, promoters notice. If knockouts are rare, highlight reels slow down. Maybe some of the dramatic behavior is an attempt to create buzz. If punches are not trending, controversy might. But controversy is a dangerous strategy. It can bring attention, but it can also damage credibility. The Layla comparison. The conflict with Layla Ali goes deeper than social media comments. Layla retired undefeated. She transitioned into media work and family life smoothly. She appears stable and respected. When Claressa attacked her age, it did not look powerful. It looked emotional. In sports, age is sensitive. Careers are short. Every athlete knows their prime will not last forever. Sometimes when people attack someone else's age, they are really confronting their own fears about time. That possibility makes the moment feel more human than dramatic. Attempts to control the narrative. There are also rumors that Claressa has flagged YouTube channels or critics for negative commentary. Whether fully accurate or exaggerated, the perception matters. If you claim to be unbothered but actively try to silence critics, it can appear defensive. Confidence usually ignores noise. Efforts to control every opinion can make someone look insecure, even if they are simply protecting their brand. Reputation is fragile. Business reality. Boxing is business. Promoters care about packed arenas. They care about numbers. Social media arguments do not always translate into revenue. If controversy overshadows skill without increasing sales, it becomes a liability. Some observers argue that focusing too much on drama risks overshadowing years of hard-earned achievements. Championship belts build legacy. Viral arguments fade. The fan theories. Online theories have exploded. Some say she is mentally preparing to retire and transition into entertainment or reality TV. Others think the drama is building toward a bigger spectacle, maybe even involving Remy Ma in some public confrontation. There is also a darker theory, that Claressa is overwhelmed and struggling with identity outside boxing. That idea is less sensational, but more human. Imagine carrying Olympic gold on your shoulders. Imagine constantly proving yourself in a male-dominated sport. Imagine your personal life being dissected daily. That kind of pressure can break anyone. The internal battle. The biggest fight might not happen in a ring. It might be inside her own mind. Can she separate personal drama from professional focus? Can she block out comparisons and reclaim her identity? Can she let victories speak louder than viral moments? Legacy can crumble quickly, but it can also be rebuilt. Winning changes narratives. Silence calms storms.
Discipline restores respect.
Claressa Shields is not technically finished. Her skills remain. Her accomplishments are real, but she is standing at a crossroads. She can lean deeper into chaos and controversy, or she can return to controlled dominance. The next chapter depends on her choices. In boxing, every round counts. And sometimes, the toughest round is not fought with gloves. It is fought in public under bright lights, with the entire